A little drip.
We're fucking back. Week 3. Tough week last week. But
dude, you know what's crazy is JohnnyMush joined our podcast and he basically mushed us by just being on the podcast, and that's why we did so bad.
Yeah, that's pretty much the answer to that. But as always, welcome back to Always Right Besides When You're Wrong. If you can't tell, we have a little substitute guest today, baby.
Get the mush out of
for
here.
Johnny this week. You know, these will be recorded as Johnny's picks, so fade at all costs.
It could be, he could somehow just have the mush somehow get through to you because you're picking for him.
Yeah.
I had a double think of even joining this just for the fact that I'm going to be used as Johnny's pick. So going forward for the year, that might curse me. So I'm a little nervous for this. So,
yeah.
Oh, it's done from here.
Nah, I got faith. Tommy's gonna.
But yeah, me and Sam both went 1-4 last week. Wasn't the best week of our life. Yeah, the Rams absolutely blew it for me in the fourth quarter. Lost that bet. I don't even want to talk about the rest.
I was gonna say I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just get into the picks.
We're gonna get into it. I'm not starting first because I'm probably gonna fade one of you guys.
Okay,
you know what, Tom? No, I want Tom to start out.
Tom go first.
Because Johnny usually does.
Alrighty, so I got the call about 30 minutes ago to be available for the pod tonight. So these
waiver
are
wire pickup.
These are quick picks. So these aren't guaranteed locks, but I do feel comfortable about most of these. So let's see. Let's start off with the Rams versus Cardinals. Sam, can you give me the spread for that for the MGM? Because I saw 3.5 on the road.
It's gonna be 3.5.
3.5.
I like it. They honestly haven't covered first 2 weeks. Bills blown out opening night, and then the Falcons, they kind of blew it towards the end. But after seeing the stat yesterday, seeing that the Rams are 7-0 versus the Cardinals, I know Luca's not liking this pick at the moment, but McVay owns the Cardinals ever since he's been head coach of the Rams, and
he
just
does
the fact that with the Cardinals, not many options that Kyler's thrown it to. He's running for his life. Honestly, if it wasn't for that fourth quarter comeback, Sam at attendance at the Raiders game saw it in live. He witnessed it. I don't think that they're a great team, but until that fourth quarter, they turned it on. So I think the Rams will just 3.5. I'll give it 10.
Oh, okay. 10s. I respect it. No, honestly, I saw all those stats are so sketchy, and like I'm buying into it so heavy, and that's why I'm gonna go to the Cardinals here. And I think I said to you before I like the Cardinals, but like I don't know. I hate the pick. I hate the board. I hate my picks, but I'm going Cardinals. I think I'm seeing Kyler Murray in person and seeing him do that run around for like 2 minutes and like get that touchdown and shit, like made me feel like he's good. And like I think he's gonna like actually get exposed.
Bro, that shit was Madden, dude. He ran around for 21 seconds.
So sick. But yeah, I'm gonna take the points of the Cardinals at home for like the momentum game. First Rams on the road game, but the McVay stat scares me. McVay like
I can't split my boys, so I guess this doesn't count as a pick, but I'm gonna sprinkle Ty.
Okay.
I'm sprinkling Ty.
Is that an official pick?
No, it's not. Okay, but that's tough. I don't know what to do there. I wasn't shaking my head that it was a bad pick. I'm shaking my head because they blew the game against dude. Me and John were sitting in his living room, and I was hitting myself in the head because I was like, why didn't I throw the same amount of money I threw on the Bucks on the Rams -10? I was like, this is the easiest bet of my life. Next thing you know, I was like, thank God I only threw $50 on that. I would have. I'm dead serious. You guys would have been. What's today? Yeah, you guys would be at my funeral right now if I actually threw the money on the fucking Rams -10. So that worked out for me. Shit. Oh, what am I gonna do? Okay, my first pick. Hey, Sam, you're gonna give me some credit for the Jets pick last week?
Yeah, true. Credit to you on the Jets pick for sure.
They shit on me. I said Jets spread, Jets outright. I went Stu. I literally was like, Stu Feiner, shouts out to the man. I literally was like, outright Jets. They're gonna win. Everyone hated on it. Regardless, I'm fading the Jets this week.
Oh God.
The Bengals are gonna win. And if they don't win, then the Bengals might be the worst team I've ever seen in my life. I think the Jets aren't bad. Everyone laughed at me. I think they're no longer a 1-win, 2-win, 3-win team anymore. I think they get a couple wins this year. But I think the Bengals are going to go into New York and absolutely demolish them. I'm going to take the Bengals -5.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm doubling down. I mean, what have I bet them 3 weeks in a row? I'm 0-2. Oh, I bet them last week.
They could win and not cover though.
They're gonna win and cover.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna say it right now, Luca. I'm so with you with that. I had the Bengals -5 as well on my card.
Wow.
So
Okay.
let's think about this. So we're talking about the team who just went to the Super Bowl could potentially be 0-3 to a team that the Jets could be 2-1. I just can't see that happening. And Burrow deleted his Instagram and Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that today. That made me feel much more confident. Laser focused. He's
dialed in.
ready. He used to, I don't know, he used to post after every win, even in the playoffs. So obviously, if they're 2-0, that wouldn't happen. But the 0-2 start deletes the social.
So are you adding that to your
Walking in.
card?
-5 Bengals was right here written down. I got them as well.
Nice.
I looked into it a little bit and I was like, so if the Jets get 2-1, like when's the last time they'll ever be above 500 going into week 3 or 4? They did in 2017, but I looked at who they played that year: Miami, Jacksonville, and Cleveland.
Who's
Oh, and they were
2004?
Terrible
dog
teams back
water,
then.
man. Yeah.
And then
Who's
I didn't even go
quarterback
even
back
further,
then?
but it'll probably be back when we were in the 7th grade. The last time the Jets would be above 500 back then. So I just can't see in my mind after watching football for so many years that the Jets can beat the team that just made it to the Super Bowl. Can't see it.
Yeah. No, I mean, especially Joey B. I mean,
That was
he's just
Fitzpatrick that year. I just looked. I'm pretty sure it was Fitzpatrick that started the season hot.
Josh McCown was under center of the Jets that year, so
Oh no, what? Okay, sorry. Yeah, it was 2016. Then it was McCown. He played 13 games.
That's crazy. No, I like that pick. That's not on my card, but I do like that pick a lot. Dude, Joe Burrow, like, record amount of sacks for his team. Like, he's just getting pummeled. But
and all that money in the offseason on the offensive line too, and it's showing no progress.
yeah.
All right, Samuel. Let's see your second pick.
Yeah. Tom, I hated to fade you on that first pick, by the way, but like it was on my card, so I just had to say
Fine.
it while it was on the topic. But anyways, I'm taking the biggest sucker bet of the fucking week, the biggest public play of the week, and it's gonna be the Buffalo Bills -6 against the Dolphins. I just think, I know it's super early, so like the odds makers aren't having too much into effect on these games, but like I just think that the Dolphins are a little overvalued here. I think the spread should be more. I see the spread more, at least 7. Like, I don't know. If you can give me the Bills by a touchdown. I don't think the Dolphins haven't beat anyone. Like, I don't know. They just.
I don't hate the pick. I'm making that face because like I feel like there's gonna be people betting the Dolphins this week. I think there's gonna be people on the Dolphins train. I'm not saying I like the
Maybe I was
Bills.
wrong about the biggest
I
public
think
bet, but
that
I
that
just
was my
think-
point. I'm not saying. I mean, you probably have seen the stats on it. I don't know what it's looking like. Where it's Wednesday, 11 p.m. I don't know what the bets have been placed on it today, but I don't know. I just feel like I
I
don't
think I'm just
know.
gonna bet the Bills until they don't cover because they look that good, and like
Fair.
You
I
can
think
see
I'm
the
just gonna
same
bet
as Miami too. So I feel like after this week, 1 to 2 are going to lose and be 3-0 at the spread.
Yeah, it's so true. I don't know. I just how good's the Ravens D? Is the Ravens D that good?
Terrible.
Terrible. Okay,
They got
okay.
Humphrey back
When
this
they
year.
played-
That was like their bright side.
When they played a good defense in the Pats, like they didn't put up shit. It was like a 17-14 game. Like I think the Bills D is just gonna shut them down and nobody can stop the Bills offense. Nobody can. So
Well, that was like my theory last week when I did the Chiefs under on Thursday Night Football, which was a hit, and was the fact that I don't think Mahomes is going to throw for 5 touchdowns again. The reason why I say that is like Tua's not throwing for 6 touchdowns again. He's not throwing for 400 plus yards. I think he had a great game last week. I think he cools it down this week. I like the pick.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Luca.
Place the rat trap. Place the rat trap above. I'm going for this is my Luca trap pick of the week.
Are you
I'm
following
falling
it?
for it. I'm falling for it. I'm going Chiefs. Like this is ridiculous. What is it at on MGM?
5.5.
The Chiefs are at 5.5. Anybody that's watching this video, like seriously think about it. Like it's so scary. Like I talked about it before we started this. I would take if the Chiefs showed -12.5, -10, -9.5. I would probably bet all 3 this week. They're at -5.5. I asked them about the injuries. We don't know about any injuries on the Chiefs right now. I'm sure there's got to be something because I mean the Colts just got absolutely waxed by the Jags. They're 0-1-1. even at home, I don't care. So like nowadays they always say like home team usually gets 2 to 3 points given to them for home field advantage. There hasn't been much home field advantage this year. I don't know. It just doesn't look right, and for that reason, I think people are going to be either hammering it. This is probably, in my opinion, the public bet of the week. I'm going to take it though. I mean, it might be a short. It might be a slow first half. I'm thinking about maybe taking Colts first half, but the Chiefs. There's no way they don't win this game by a touchdown. There's no way. I mean,
Yeah.
just to give one quick tidbit before it's over. I mean, Mahomes, after playing a division opponent, is 22-1 straight up and 18-5 against the spread. After he gets that hot, especially the past 2 years, he's had some pretty tough divisional opponents, and at least their conference as well. Like, I just think after last week, he's just gonna come out here, and this is gonna be like a walk in the park for him. I think they win by a touchdown easily.
Yeah.
Luke, I know you mentioned Colts first half. How many points did they score in the first half this year?
10, 0. Yeah.
Wow.
Before
great
you place
stats,
that
Tom.
wager, I just want to say that they have not scored 1 point in the first half, and they've played the Texans and the Jaguars.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
I love that, but as we know, dude, NFL is so like not week to week, and I mean, I bet a lot of time week to week, but like
I'm not
I just
touching
feel
that.
like this game, there's a
That's
reason
football.
why this is a -5.5. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it's a tie game or the Colts are up 3 at half.
That's why I'm staying away from it. I love the Mahomes
Yeah.
stat line you gave, and Mahomes in September is honestly, I think he only has like 2 career losses or so. But
Yeah. I remember that stat
that-
last year. I haven't seen it around Twitter, but that's probably going to release after this game that he's laid lights out.
honestly, so it does smell like a rat pick, but honestly, like I don't mind it. I just want to stay away from it.
You guys are gonna catch me on fucking Sunday at 4:50, 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm literally gonna be like stuck with peanut butter, and I'm literally gonna be dead like this. I'm literally gonna fall for it, bro. It's gonna be so bad.
Trap God.
All right, I think we're going to the third pick. Tommy started out.
Let's do it. So I actually have 2 bets for this. 1 prop, 1 game.
Okay.
We're talking the Lions, Vikings. This taking the over at 52.5. That's what I have the number at. Honestly, the spread of 6 of the Vikings is tempting, but the Lions have shown that they're good this year. They have a great offensive line. They score a lot of points, especially on our Eagles. Luca, 35 was it?
Yeah.
They can do that, honestly. And then with the Eagles, getting anything they want with the Vikings on Monday, I feel confident that both offenses are good. They're going to be throwing it a lot. They're going to be running a lot. And especially Dalvin Cook. That's my other bet. Dalvin Cook over 75.5 rushing yards. I think that's what the number is.
Yeah.
Say he's going to get 90. Say he's going to get 90.
Okay.
Lions rushers defense, that's their weakness of their team. And I think that they're going to get exposed by that. And Dalvin Cook has 5 rushing touchdowns as well in his last 3 games versus the Lions. I feel like it's automatic play if you do FanDuel or anything like that. But over in that game, Dalvin Cook over in rushing yards, 2 bets.
Okay, I like it. I like the Dalvin pick for sure. I'm actually my pick's on that game too. But I'm just gonna take the Lions +6. I mean, like you said, they're good. They've been playing great football. Defense is a little weak, more in the rush game, but Vikings suck. Kirk Cousins, after watching him last week, Monday night, I wanted to puke. So
Tom, I didn't get to tell you this yet though, but I took all my. I'll tell the whole 10 viewers. I took all my winnings from Sunday, and I thought the Eagles were gonna literally annihilate them. I was so confident that I won't even say the amount, in a parlay on the Vikings and the Bills money line.
Vikings L. Yeah,
That's
so
tough.
Yeah,
I'm
but I
fine.
mean, Tom knows best. I mean, and we've talked about this a lot, especially a couple of my Eagles friends. Like, I don't like betting on the Eagles. I like doing the bittersweet bets. It's good. Like, I like it, and it sucked that it happened. And exactly what I said was going to happen literally happened, and it was just unfortunate.
It's got the vibes though of the NFC Championship and the playoffs back then when they played the Vikings. At Eagles.
They're winning the Super Bowl. But let me give a quick stat on that. It's like a random stat, but just for your Lions pick there for that game. The Lions are the 15th team in the last 20 years to enter Week 3, averaging 30-plus points per game and also allowing 30-plus points per game. There's only been 3 listed as an underdog by more than 3.5 points. 2 out of 3 covered.
You're such a beast, holy.
I don't know what that means. That's obviously, going back 20 years. A lot of the stats I say, like, of course, It's going to be franchise record versus a team. So, like, honestly, more than 2 years, why does that trend really matter? But I just think it's interesting that there's only been 15 times, and there's actually only been 3 instances of this spread. It's kind of intriguing. But I just want to butt back in before me and Sam give our third picks.
I already
We
gave my
have,
pick.
my bad. Before, actually, you know what? I'll give my third pick, and then I have a little special segment that I want to do. This is going to be a tough one for me. I'm going to go down to the 49ers versus Broncos game. I just don't think the Broncos are anything. And they've had 2 bad games. They've won one, of course. The week 1 was awesome when I had Seahawks +6. They won outright. Or no, what was it? +9, excuse me. They won outright. Last week they won, but that was a shitty game in my opinion. I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers -1.5. I think now that Jimmy G's back and now he's going to be running, he's going to be the QB1 in practice all week. I'm just going to run on the 49ers, man. I've always hated the 49ers, and for that reason, simply, I'm going to take 49ers -1.5. I think that Jimmy G is going to win this game and go on a little run here, and he's going to kind of be like, why haven't I been the starter the whole time? I don't know. I just think it's easy. Even at Mile High, I don't care. Like, I think my whole thing with, the head coach for the Broncos is like, I don't even know how he has his job. If he lost last game, I wouldn't be surprised if he got fired.
The quickest firing of head coach ever.
Dude, he should have been. Think about it. They pay that man all that money, try to go for a 50-something yarder, whatever it was, 60-yarder. Awful. And then the worst part was after that game, he admitted to doing wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that was the worst thing
No,
you could do to your locker room.
Yeah, you could. It is for sure.
You should have just been like, no, like, yes, like there could have been better options, but like I stick with my decision. Like, no, he literally curled up his tail, sat down, and was like, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. Honestly, that's not a bad pick. I've been with the Broncos this year, and I'm just staying away until I see more.
I think the Broncos are going to be hella good middle end of the season. I just don't think they're there yet, but we're taking up some time. So let me go to my special segment of the week. Let me take out my phone right here. Let's see where it is. This is Mitchie Hot Takes of the Week. My cousin Chris Mitchell, he wants to get some time in this podcast. He says, I don't need to be on video. I just want you to say what I'm thinking. This is his quote of the week. And me and Tom might not like this. Eagles will be the Super Bowl champs. Hurts for MVP. And also, the biggest take of them all, he's been saying this since week 1. The Chiefs will not make the playoffs. Mitchie Hot Takes, man.
I love it. Them not making the playoffs, though, not a good start, but I love it in the other stuff. Hurts MVP, Super Bowl champs, Eagles.
Let's go.
One of those sitting.
So he's going to chime in here throughout the season. He's going to give us some input on it. But Mitchie isn't here for, the classic like I did this year. Like, Bills are going to win the championship. Like, that's a favorite. Like, Mitchie wants, he wants a little bit of value. He likes messing around a little bit. And honestly, those tend to hit.
Thanks.
Good value.
Let's go on to our fourth pick, Tommy boy.
So this is my last pick, though, because I did a little doubles with the Vikings there. So with the last pick, not super confident, but the stat made me feel a little bit more confident. Me, Luca, Eagles fans, but I'm going with the Cowboys here. The odds of that is it +1 by chance money line. It's around that range, but they're on
Cooper Rush.
So yeah, I'm going to be watching Cooper Rush versus Daniel Jones battle out on Monday. So it's going to be a good one. But the stat that really got me going was Giants 0-10, their last 10 primetime games.
Oh wow,
0-10, like come on. And Cooper Rush has already kind of like showcased that he can kind of play in a level of an average quarterback. And so he beat Joe Burrow last week. I don't know if I can keep going with Luca's reaction right now. Like, is he a big Giants homer now? Like, was that one of his picks? Because honestly,
I'm with you on that one, Tom. I like Cooper Rush. Wait, are they 0-10 straight up or against
Giants? Are 0-10 straight up in their last 10 primetime games.
Straight up.
Okay, Sam, let me go ahead of you. This is tough for me because I like that, but in my head, I'm thinking these are Johnny's picks. And I like fading Johnny.
No, they're not.
Let me add to that. Daniel Jones is 0-8 when playing primetime games. He's 0-5 on Monday Night Football. He cannot win. He has just as many interceptions that he does TDs on Monday Night Football. He is garbage. He's garbage. He's garbage. But I've been thinking about, is this the first time he's going to get a W?
What's the but to? It's case closed. You just said the stat. You
How
don't
many
gotta-
times do we bet a trend that's 0-12, 0-5, 0-7, and they fucking win? That's
I
my
thought-
that's
Dude,
my
that's
situation.
like, dude, you're like one of those people who sees a bunch of black numbers on roulette and then goes and bets red. You're like, oh, it's dude,
and I
dude,
win
right.
every time. I win every time when I do
You're
it.
retarded. You got to go with the streak. It doesn't fucking matter anyways. It's the same fucking odds every spin. Whatever.
No, that's
it's-
different with roulette, but I'm fucking nice. Okay.
Okay, so you want Giants? That's your pick, Giants?
No, I'm gonna ride. I'm taking Cowboys plus 1.5.
Oh,
let's
that's
just say it would be a mush pick.
It's
if-
on my
Cowboys
card.
on
It's
top.
right there. Cowboys plus 1.5. But it scares me because I'm telling you, this happens all the time to me.
yeah.
All the time. I find some random ass Twitter page I don't even follow, and they're like, the Cardinals are 0-9 their last 10 starts with a right-handed pitcher on the mound. I'm like, okay, let me throw 100 on it. They lose 17-1. So it's just like, like that's the only thing I'm worried about. And it's like all these Cowboys fans, or excuse me, these Giants fans are like going crazy saying Daniel Jones is like the best quarterback ever. Like he's so much better than Jalen Hurts. All this shit and like division talk, and I feel like he's kind of due. But
But also real quick, I really honestly kind of am rooting for the Cowboys just to prove the fact that Dak's not that good if they can win with Cooper Rush, and they've already proved they have. So
that's why I put it on the list, is because if the Giants win this game, they'll 100% start the year 4-0. And that doesn't mean they're going to finish well, but I really just want them to fucking eat shit. I really do.
the downfall's coming.
But yeah, okay. I put it on. Cowboys
Um,
1.5. Me and Tommy Toodles going at it.
All
Okay,
right,
Sam, let's get your fourth pick.
my pick is the Falcons. I can't even get a clear line on this. I'm gonna say they're +1. I don't know. Some odds have them -1. Some odds have them +1.
Plus
so,
1.5 is on MGM right now.
Yeah, I'll take that. Whatever. But I feel like that's off. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I don't think the Seahawks are good. I don't think the Falcons are that good either. But I think the Falcons' offense has looked better than the Seahawks' offense. Seahawks. I mean, Geno hasn't. I don't know, but they scored like 7 points last game. I know it was against the Niners and Chip, but like, yeah, I'm not sold on the Seahawks. I don't think they're a good team. Give me Marcus. Marcus is he's a beast. I think that the fact that he can run the ball well helps him a lot in quarterbacks right now. So
I
and
almost
they don't
put it on my
really
card.
game plan around it. Like they game plan around like Hurts and Kyler, but they don't game plan around like Marcus running it, and so it gives them a lot of opportunities. But, yeah, so I'm going Falcons. Birds, go
Okay.
Birds.
Okay.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Wasn't that your fifth pick or no?
No, I have one more pick, but it's gonna be the same pick that you have, I think. So when you say it, just double it up.
I don't think it's going to be, but so I've been really intrigued by the Bucks this week. I really like it, -1. But I'm going to stay away because of the fact that Julio is still questionable, hasn't practiced this week. Chris Godwin hasn't practiced this week. Evans is, of course, suspended this week. Otherwise, if Julio and Chris Godwin were there, I would probably be hammering the Buccaneers this week. They'd probably be a -3. But because of that reason, I'm going to slide over to the Jaguars at the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers -7. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just not going to think. And Jaguars had an unreal game last week against the sorry Colts. I'm going to take the Chargers at home. I think they're going to wax them.
Sorry. Yeah, that's crazy. I also I'm just gonna take the Panthers. I like Payne. I'm just gonna take him every week, and it's just gonna lose.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
taking Panthers.
I was waiting on that.
I mean, I
Plus
have it on
lose.
my card, but I didn't think that's what
It's
you're
gonna
talking
lose.
about.
It's gonna lose, but I'm gonna take it.
Well, you know what? Ride or die. Fast and Furious. Me and Sam in the car next to each other, looking at each other.
Yeah, fist. Yeah, bang.
Adding it to my card, Panthers +3. 6 picks this week. I said I wouldn't do this year. I said I wouldn't add extra picks. I don't give a fuck. Let's fucking get after it.
When
Me
you're
and Sam,
riding, sometimes
me
you
and
gotta-
Sam are in the fucking negative right now. I'm literally gonna go. You know what? After this, it's 11:22. I'm literally gonna go in my car and I'm just gonna go one lap around the circle.
we can meet halfway if you want.
Yeah, halfway.
I'm gonna whip around. I mean, this is gonna be a tough pick, but as Sam said, I mean, I'm 0-2 on the Panthers this year so far, and I said it before we recorded. I'm gonna ride them until they win. So thank you for that, Sam. I'm gonna take it. I mean, this is a little
Awesome.
stat I have for the Panthers, and this is against everything we just said. So I hope now Sam is on board. The Panthers have lost 9 consecutive games against the spread. The longest active streak in the NFL. The Panthers are 2-14 against the spread in their past 16 games. Yeah.
Let's go.
That's why you love them.
So that's why
That's why we're
they're
taking
gonna
the
win this week. They're gonna cover this week. They might win outright. I don't really care. All I know is Panthers, Panthers, Panthers. Panthers,
John
Panthers,
won.
Panthers. Yeah, this I'm thinking this video will probably be over 30 minutes. So to the 2 people that are watching, appreciate it. Appreciate it as always. Dale, Ben, Mitchie, you know the usual. But you know, it's good.
If I
It's
go
good to get
5-0 on my picks, then you gotta do a petition that I have to take Johnny's place.
No. If you go
5-0.
if you go 5-0 or maybe 4-1, you'll be there. You'll be here next week, and then next week we'll rely on if you get an invite back. But
Who knows
honestly
what's-
though, to everybody else that's watching, Ben, Mitchie, and Dale, so you guys, I mean, Ben could maybe make it on. I would be okay with Ben coming on. But
Anyone can come
to
on.
anybody else that is watching, John's probably gonna miss about 7 weeks this year. So if you want to be on call and be ready, hit my line. We'll make it work.
I think Tommy, I'm telling you, if he does well this week, he might just have the spot right there.
I'm okay with that. I mean, Tommy knows his shit. He watches just as much sports as we do, especially football season. We're all locked in. You know, I need commitment around here, and I know Tommy can definitely deliver. John's a character to say the least. Not saying Tommy isn't, but it's just you know, John's been around since the beginning, so we want to give him the respect. But if Tommy goes 5-0, then like there's nothing more than the betting god saying, keep Tommy on.
Always
Yep.
right.
Oh, God.
Fucked it up towards the end. Oh, you might gotta cut that. You might gotta
yeah.
cut that. That's
Cut
a bad look. That's a bad look.
Cut it.
Yeah, it's kind of disrespect.
Always right decides when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
As Tommy Tootle said, always
Had to
right
get one in
decides
there.
when you're wrong. Or John's mom.
You know
The
it.
way she goes.